No one who has made sacrifices to serve our nation should ever be homeless. Yet we all know that every night thousands of veterans are sleeping on our streets and in shelters across the country.
Last night in Illinois, in Chicago, and Peoria, and Springfield, 2,000 homeless veterans were on the street. 2,000 in my state of Illinois. Men and women who served our country and risked their lives for our freedom, homeless.
This is really unacceptable, and it's why we all worked so hard to restart the HUD-VASH program that we're here to talk about today.
The program is not just to provide housing for veterans. The program targets veterans who are seriously mentally ill and disabled, and without this help, will never climb out of homelessness.
So I think it's crucial and it's critical that this HUD-VASH program stays in place. It's not giving veterans a handout, but it's giving them a hand up.
Too often here in Washington, D.C., these budget discussions are only about dollar signs or disagreements. But we cannot forget that these programs really touch the lives of people.
It's a reminder to all of us. We want to march in the parades of the 4th of July. We want to wave the flag. We want to express our feelings about the men and women who risked their lives for this country. Well, we've got to show it in our votes. And when the House Republican budget decides that one area that we can cut, that no one will notice, is homes for the veterans, housing for veterans, they're just wrong.
If you get rid of this program, this is 10,000 vouchers, 10,000 veterans who literally could be in the streets and die, get very ill.
What they're talking about is just not reckless. I believe it's immoral. We have a responsibility to take care of those who risk their lives to defend our freedom.
The cuts to homeless veterans show how heartless H.R. 1 really is. It's one of the reasons it didn't get a single Democratic vote.
We have to make tough budget cuts, we know that, but we shouldn't be trying to solve our fiscal challenges by shortchanging the most vulnerable. We have seen some reckless cuts in the Republican plan, but I think cutting the HUD-VASH vouchers is one of the worst. It shows that when you cut blindly, you end up hurting those already badly in need.
So when we stand here today, it's not about a number. It's about real people who have put it all on the line for this country. And I have to say, if we don't stop cuts like this, we have failed.
It is time for us to reject this attempt to win the bragging rights contest on Capitol Hill by the biggest cuts of all, and look at the reality of these cuts and what it means to the lives of so many men and women who've served us so well.
It's time for the Republicans to come to the table with a real plan, not an arbitrary number, not a budget driven by ideology, and certainly not a budget that leaves our nation's homeless veterans out in the cold.
I hope Republicans will abandon these extreme proposals and work with us to find a responsible path that cuts spending while staying true to our commitment to take care of the veterans.